2021, I figured I'd start it off with a car wash, you know? Honestly, I'm just focused on making it the best year possible. I'm just grateful for life. You know, last year had a lot of terrible things, but there are also some great things as well, and I'm just focused on 2021 now. Music is really important to me, so you know how to start the year off right with some reggae, some cool vibes, you know, just to relax. To be honest, I don't know if it's just me, but it's pretty satisfying cleaning out the car, you know. Afterwards, I go vacuum it. Sometimes I do it before, but it just sets a precedent, and I'm a routine person also. Febreze should honestly sponsor me the amount of fresheners I've bought. I usually do clean linen, but this smelled pretty good today. So after I washed my car, then I headed over to my cousin's. Apparently he had a gift for me. So I finally came by, not only just to chill with him, but to get the gift. We talked finances and stuff, but I was just chilling and watching some skateboard clips on his TV. You know, it's a vibe, but just talking in general.
You already know I had to get them.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Yeah, so I clearly was kidding. I don't got it like that. My cousin won these shoes in a raffle, so I thought it was dope to see. I want to get into flipping sneakers, to be honest, so look out for some content on that in the near future. Which brings me to my gift. So my cousin got me a investing book for as a late B-Day gift. My birthday was in December 15, and I definitely appreciate that. I'm trying to get back into reading because I honestly used to read a lot, so this is definitely going to aid in getting me right back. I'm trying to read 12 this year. I researched the book and I see it has some good reviews, so it should be a good read. Honestly, sometimes I can't stand when my cousin whips this damn guitar out, but I really wish I kept working on my instruments too. I used to play that saxophone back in middle school, and I think I was pretty good. I think that would have been a good skill to have because I just love music, but also it's profitable if you perform in bands and whatnot. But maybe it's a hobby I might delve more into when I have some free time. But yeah, my cousin killing me with this guitar.
Bean Jones, but that didn't work out, so now I'm playing it for myself. It's all about self-love. That's the truth, though.
That's facts.
And every year he also gets me this FedEx calendar, and I usually put it on my wall so I can have some of my goals written out. Getting that water, man, cleanse.
You probably did a siesta or something.
You know what, cousin?
Oh, this
It's the stock expert, the man, the myth, the legend, the disclaimer.
There you go. That's wild.
And then I headed over to my uncle's because my cousin and uncle live right down the street from each other, so we came by to start chopping it up with him too. After settling down for a little while, I just watched a couple of reruns. It looks like that was on the TV over at my uncle's because I seen that he was cooking and whatnot, so I didn't want to interrupt him too much. Which brings me to cooking. I probably should start cooking a bit more healthier so I can set the year off properly. Which brings me to my uncle's girlfriend, also the mother of his child. She does arts and crafts and other different types of custom items, and I was checking out some of she had this themed party that she was doing for her brother's girlfriend, and definitely you should check her out. I'll add a link in the description to see some of her products. Also, she promised that she'll be on one of my podcasts or Money Talk episodes, so stay tuned. It's just a beautiful day. It's just a nice way to start out the year. It's looking real nice out here. I don't know. I just have a great feeling about this year, man. I have a pretty good feeling. Like I said, I'm just learning the YouTube things more, the vlogging thing. But I was shooting pool, watching my cousin shoot pool, just kicking it, and just honestly just enjoying myself on the first day of 2021.
Yeah, just chilling right now. But honestly, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to get starting tomorrow. I'll make it tomorrow. Then I will start my vegan thing. Want to go a whole month without meat, at least, not necessarily vegan, and see how far that goes. But health is wealth, man, and I say it all the time. All of that ties into RFBM.
I mean, it's all about discipline and whatnot, but I couldn't let my uncle down with this one. I'll probably get back into it next month, but my uncle was making General Chow chicken, this recipe that he came up with, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna give that a taste. But eventually, on some serious stuff, like, I expect to be on the wave of eating healthier, but it all comes with time. As you can see here, I had my podcast episode that I released the day before New Year's. I see potential in that platform, and it took a little while, but as you can see, it's on Apple Podcasts among some other platforms. Once again, please provide feedback. I feel like I'm only getting better, but I know I have much room for improvement. But yeah, this is just the narrating aspect. I also end up talking outside of my uncles to my cousin.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, what you do now, it's going to pay off 20 years later from now. Sometimes 10 years from now. So, it's time. Time's everything. If you would have started this when you were freshly 18, you would be up. You would be up.
You think
You
that?
would understand a bunch of companies.
Yeah. And that was before some of these companies that are new now,
Yeah.
too. Or they didn't have an IPO at the time.
So now everybody's flooding. Everybody wants to invest inside of everybody.
Random thought, I gotta work on not cutting off my cousin.
They're not even investing. They're just doing those options.
Yeah, that's too tricky for me personally, because even though I learned, I'm not trying to calculate all this tax implications and all of that.
But eventually, I think the fad will die down, and people are gonna come out on top. That's all I can say to that. So.
I'm trying to come
And
on.
like I said, the one thing you just can never compare your brokerage account to somebody else's. Because there's people who've been doing this for time, people who
On a whole nother level with it.
gifted stocks, people who inherited.
How did they gift that though?
Well, I'm just saying. Actually, yeah, because what you call it, there's like companies out there where you could buy a stock and give it to somebody as a gift, put it in your name.
Okay.
Just takes time. That's it. I'm 27 now. I'm hoping to be a millionaire by the time I'm 30. That's my goal.
And as usual, me and my cousin once again just chopping it up. The rest of the vlog, pretty much we have a couple conversations after leaving my uncle's spot.
I'm just pumped, man. Can't wait to start really. I can't wait to read that book too, so I really start getting into it.
This is like when do you hit your first full year of investing?
When was that? Like April or something?
So you started in 2020?
Yeah, bro. But technically, I guess you want to be technical. A couple of years ago, I had Acorns, but it wasn't nothing. Like, they did the little.
You how's your Acorns doing?
Oh, I withdrew that, bro. I withdrew that, and then I bought stocks.
You should just don't even think about it.
Bro, that drink's dookie, man.
I know it's dookie. I got like 300 something bucks in it now. I don't use it much like that, but
Yeah.
like just whenever my card hits $5 to take out.
I feel like they flipping my money more than I'm.
Probably more than likely. I don't touch it though. I don't touch it.
I took it out, and I used some of that, and that's how I bought some of CCL.
Okay.
The cruise line. The cruise line's way up for me. Remember, I bought it at like 12 a share or something. It's like 21 a share now. So even if it drops, I really don't care because I'm still up,
The thing with that now is like, now they're seeing that this third strain, second strain of coronavirus.
It's going to scare people. But I believe in cruise line. I'm going to buy some more.
I believe in cruise lines and airlines. More than likely what's going to happen, the bigger ones just going to swallow up the small ones.
Yeah, they might merge or whatever. So I'm not gonna go to, like, I don't want to be
Even
too
like
scared.
the Airbnb IPO. I mean, I wish I had a chance to buy it, but you got to be like a millionaire to buy into shit like that. But
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
amount of people that
I'll wait till
turn
it
into
dies down
millionaires-
some, you know.
See, even like the thing with that is it's priced so high already that there's like no room for growth. Like if it does see growth, it's like it already has that price into the stock price. So like if you buy into it, it's kind of like what the
That's
hell?
why-
Same thing with Tesla.
It's like teach their own. I'm just finding some stocks that I know is going to continue to grow over time, but I'm not looking for the next Tesla, next Apple. Like
It'd be
one of those
nice to
people.
have
It'd be
it,
nice
but-
to have it, but like nah.
If I stumble upon it, sure. Because for instance, Shopify, I stumbled upon Shopify, but I didn't know about investing. I was like, I want my money back.
Yeah, when you sold it.
But
I'm gonna add that link in here for that too. The classic. That was a good video though, cause that video, I ain't gonna lie, that visual that looked dope. And then he was all like, "Y'all chill with it, yeah, you know." So, no, let's keep going. But then the battery had died, and
But even so, like with this investments in local, state government.
that's it. And people don't pay attention to like city council,
Exactly. That's that matter.
educational board, stuff like that.
That's the shit that really matter. Like on the grand scale, national, that shit's we're just puppets. But if you want to see some real change in your community, because I think Tampa's a really good city. There's definitely some things that have to change. But as far as on the grand scheme of things, that whole debate about billionaires this, billionaires that, and like I don't know if you've seen the post where they talk about if you did something or whatever, and you shouldn't be worrying about the tax hikes. Yeah. So crazy is that the median wealth for families in America, for the black family, by 2053 is supposed to fall by 0.
Yeah.
So that means more than likely my grandchildren, if I'm even still alive, even if I have children to have children, they're not gonna have like nothing to their name. Granted, that medians, you get medians from people who are highly rich and people who are relatively poor. But if we're already in a bad position to begin with, I don't even know what the median wealth is right now. But our white counterparts are supposed to have median wealth of 6 figures by 2053.
And this is the thing too. I feel like a lot of people, I don't want to make it political, but a lot of people think that just entrepreneurship is going to cure everything.
No.
Entrepreneurship just ties into the whole thing of building wealth independently for yourself. While you profit off of others and you benefit yourself, so that doesn't really spread the wealth or do anything collectively. However, financial literacy is something that everybody can apply.
That's why sometimes I get on those people that say, "Oh, this last year you're supposed to be grinding, and this the pandemic, so you're supposed to do that."
It
Like
shames people.
Some people, honestly, they really didn't have a chance to do that. Some people are probably dead on a hospital bed. Some people lost the anchor to their family. Some people probably used their all to so they didn't lose their home.
Exactly.
So that whole spiel about you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta be an entrepreneur, you should have created a 6-figure business during all this time, you should have been drop shipping, blah blah blah. They gotta take that stigma away, because sometimes it's okay to have a job and go in and punch a clock and live a life outside of it. Like, you shouldn't drain yourself in your work, but also at the same time, you shouldn't have to be like almost shamed into not being an entrepreneur.
Exactly. Because that's not the end be all for everybody.
And we all know capitalism has a problem. It's definitely, capitalism needs some restructuring, and it needs to be reformed, because the distribution of wealth, it's not fair in this country. Like,
it's super uneven.
You see like the amount of people who are already billionaires turn into bigger billionaires, and people who are poor became poor. Like that whole saying, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. It literally happened. I think back when the financial crisis happened, they had that Wall Street, what was that called? Occupy Wall Street movement. And that brought some storm against like the wealth inequality and all that, but that shit died down
As usual.
And then now we have it again. People are talking about it, and it looks like it's probably gonna die down again. But when it comes down to it, like the mindset of looking out for your own and just relying on your family, like I get that. That's probably where we need to be. But also something we gotta be more collective, and the whole shaming thing.
And first of all, everybody experiences 24 hours, but nobody has the same 24 hours. We got to stop saying that. I don't want to be technical, but you don't have to go over in countries to go. You don't have to go to a country out in Asia where somebody has no access to running water and electricity to prove your point. We can come here in the U.S. and see that it's not the same 24 hours for everybody. That's just another concept to down somebody else and to pat yourself on the back for where you've come. I understand there's people hating on people that have wealth, but using the whole 24 hours, that is not true.
Sometimes you need to take that whole 24 hours and just sleep or relax.
Yeah, exactly.
Decompress from the outside world. And
everything isn't just grind. Even Gary Vee says he makes sure you get your rest. Like, come on now. And he's the biggest proponent of hustle and find this and do that, you know, so.
I don't really know. I know he invested a lot of his money in early companies.
Yeah. So he definitely has that, and he's been working forever. Yeah. Great marketer.
So this year, hopefully, end of the year, if there is a housing bubble that happened to pop, hopefully I buy a house, fix it up.
That'd be dope.
Stay home. You can learn some contract skills too.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn.
It's always a vibe with my cousin. Good talks.
Just wanted to highlight today, just because today's been a positive day for me, no matter what's going on. I didn't let it bring me down, and I'm just motivated to continue to keep being a better person and post as much content as possible. Quality content though, so this is just the example of today, and so this is RFBM, Raising the Financial Bar with Mar. Let's get it. Let's keep getting right.
Our own mind has to be changed. We have to change our mind about ourselves.
Instead of me fulfilling my prophecy, I have to start. Instead of me, doing a good job and carrying on the empire, I have to build. And that's a hell of a job for a 21-year-old. You know what I'm saying? That's a hell of a job for any youngster, male or female, to have to build the empire. Because this world is such a gimme. Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like you taught that from school.
I don't come to bow, I come to conquer.